So in this problem, we're given these nested square roots, and we're asked to find x. Here, the terms go on forever. So the key strategy for these types of problems is to observe x itself on this side of the expression. And if I were to demarcate this section here, that is same as x. So I can rewrite this equation as x is square root of 4 plus square root of 4 minus x. And then we can try to solve this. And to eliminate the square roots, we square both sides. I get x squared 4 plus square root of 4 minus x. Then I'm going to move the 4 over, so x squared minus 4. And I'll square this, so I end up with x squared minus 4 square is 4 minus x. Now, I can square this quadratic expression, and I'll get this. And then if I were to simplify this further, I have a fourth order equation. And that's actually not something that, well, I can't do it. So the key thing is, how do we get out of this? I mean, this was the dead end that I went to. And the question is, how do we end up with an equation that is either quadratic, nothing more than that, because solving cubic or fourth order is really not the purpose of this test. So let's look at ways, and I'll give you an insight into how I thought about it. So the main motivation was not to have the fourth power or the third powers here. So I said, let me rethink about this. So one strategy was to call this section y. So this would become x is square root of 4 plus y. Now y is square root of 4 minus square root of 4 plus 4 minus so on and so forth. And you'll notice that this is x. So we have the second equation, y is square root of 4 minus x. So I had these two equations kind of look the same, but let's simplify this further. So I'm going to square both of them. X squared is 4 plus y, and then I have y squared is equal to 4 minus x. So then I said, let me subtract them. So I get x squared minus y squared. The 4 term drops out, and then I get y plus x. Then I immediately notice the difference of square. So that's x minus y, x plus y, and that's x plus y on this side, just rearranging the terms. Now I'm going to move the x plus y term over and factor the x plus y. I'm going to get x minus y minus 1 is 0. Now both x and y are positive, so their sum cannot be equal to 0, which means that x minus y minus 1 must be 0, or x is equal to y plus 1. So this is kind of what I stumbled on. And then I know y is square root of 4 minus x, so that becomes x is equal to square root of 4 minus x plus 1. So that kind of is more manageable, and I can move the x1 to the other side and then square it. So that becomes 4 minus x. That square would be x squared plus 1 minus 2x. And then simplify this, it's going to become x squared minus x, because I'm going to add x to that side, minus 3 equal to 0. This is our quadratic, and this would be 1 plus minus 1 plus 12 over 2. And this is 1 plus minus square root of 13 over 2. 1 minus root 13 over 2 is not a solution, because that's negative. So the answer is x is 1 plus root 13 over 2. Answer choice C. So a little bit of an unusual method. To be honest, I think I also went this far, then got stuck. I don't really want to be plugging in these answers either here. That's a lot of work. So that was kind of the other method. I'm not sure if I would be able to do this under exam conditions in a few minutes. So this was just lucky here. But just kind of keep in mind that some of these approaches can be helpful in other problems. Now, the other approach that if I got stuck in the exam, I might do is to approximate this. And the way I would do this is take the first few terms, so so up to here, and then try to compute this. So this is square root of 4 is 2, so this is square root of 4 plus square root of 2. Square root of 2 is 1.4, so we're looking at square root of 5.4. That's going to be about 2.4 or 2.3, something like that. So we'll set that aside and then approximate this. Of course, that's far. Root 13 is about, it's between 3 and 4. So let's say 3.5 minus 1 over 2. That's 1.25. That's also too far. This would be 4.5 over 2. 2.25. That's so far as the closest. Let's keep that in mind. And square root of 13 is going to be 3.5. So that's far as well. So if all else fails, I might do this. I might even start with this, depending on the time and pressure. But either way, you can get to your answer, which is choice C.